Well, experts in the auditing profession want policymakers to give serious attention to the human element of the financial reporting governance, that's particularly to the seat of government, which they say is the conscience. This was part of issues raised at the Audit Conference held Thursday in Lagos. Details in this report.
Audit committees are important gatekeepers in governance whose work contributes to investors' protection and, by extension, protection of the society and the entire citizenry. This Audit Conference proposes that the root cause of financial reporting problems is in the conscience of humans who are involved with the reporting chain. Professionals here agree that to ensure compliance with financial reporting laws, the conscience of stewards and gatekeepers must be properly cultivated.
When you have a good corporate structure in place, with the regulatory authorities putting in their bit, then it will make it difficult for organizations to be doing just what they like. So the various regulatory authorities will have to wake up. They will have to make sure that they do their work correctly, and this issue of this code, it has to be properly packaged. We are approaching the Financial Reporting Council and we are trying to make our views known.
The institutions themselves have, first of all, have to cultivate conscience and then accept their societal responsibility as primary. When they do that, then any other thing is secondary. If they focus on the achievement of this goal to make sure that society is secure, I don't think they will participate in anything that will set society back. So their role is, first of all, to accept the obligation to be good in society, to serve society, the public trust, uphold it. If they commit to upholding it, they will reject any evil that might be passing through them.
On the other hand, issues of financial reporting standards was also brought to the fore, while the role of financial institutions was not left out.
The question is, how do we adopt standard best practices and, if any, adopt location-specific nuances to deal with it? So what applies globally in this era of standard global practices should suffice. So my take is that we strictly not just harmonize with adherence to global practices, but be seen to be practicing standard global practices.
The financial institutions is the art of the system. And if the art doesn't work very well, the whole system will collapse. And so, in promoting the fight against corruption, the financial institutions should be on the front row and very critical in this role that they should play, giving all the necessary information and supporting the cause that we fight it or eradicate it completely in our system.
Speakers at the conference took turns to evaluate the practice of auditing in Nigeria with the aim of addressing all forms of challenges that will help them stem the tide of audit failure across board.